What's up, everyone? It's the BumCast. I am your host, HBIC, the head bum in charge, along with Baloney, Dougie Fresh. Welcome, gents. Happy Victory Monday. That's
Sace. Yeah, it feels good.
6 Victory Mondays. I wish it was 6 in a row, but it not happening. Yeah, guys, we're back, another 3-man show. We're feeling good, man. Vibes are high.
Vibes are really high. Vibes are high on my end. I live in the part of Cook County where we just got a dusting of snow. Dougie has been working for how many hours straight? 18 hours straight? Now I'm counting this as what worked. So you haven't punched out just yet.
No, I am definitely on the Kevin Warren. This is work. This is work. So yeah, I ended up getting called in last night at 11 o'clock, and here's the crap part. So like it warmed up a little bit, and we actually started getting like a light drizzle, but then all of a sudden this wind came whipping through. Wind comes whipping through, turns everything to a sheet of ice. So end up getting called in, had to go out salting or whatever, but I wasn't expecting to be in all night. I ended up being in all the way through. I haven't been to bed since yesterday morning when I woke up for the Bears
since pre-Bears game.
Yes, pre-Bears game.
Oh my gosh,
marathon man, dude. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, we'll make it through. A couple 2 tree high lives will get me through. Who knows? Might get a little loopy towards the end.
Or you're going to be passed out halfway through the show.
Hey, it wouldn't be the first show I pass out in.
That's true.
Shout out First 999.
Yeah. Victory coffees helped. I take it.
Yes. They came a lot earlier. I had multiple. I might have had one Victory coffee for every win this year.
There we go. Victory coffees tasted good today. I treated myself to a little cold foam. I'm usually an iced coffee black, and I did a little cold foam. It was nice. It was really nice.
Yeah. I tried when Duncan did the smoked foam. Did you try that?
No.
That was really interesting to me or whatever. It kind of almost reminded me like of the vibes you get off of an smoked old fashioned. I had it like a couple summers ago or whatever. It was pretty solid. And I'm I'm a black coffee guy as well. So but it was good.
I finally tried Black Rifle coffee for the first time over the weekend. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's got I'm a Death Wish guy.
Death Wish?
Yeah, I like Death Wish. Black Rifle's not bad either, though. I saw Stella Blue now has like the travel cans too, so I gotta try that. Any one of those, and I'm talking Black Rifle, Stella Blue, Death Wish, Duncan. Anybody want to sponsor the Victory coffees? I'll be chugging all of those because I expect a couple 2-3 more Bears wins coming up.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I don't think McCarthy's going to be an issue, but don't quote me.
Oh, are we predicting? Well, that could be an early prediction. I'll knock on wood, but I believe you.
Yeah. Dougie, how we doing? Besides your tiredness, man.
Doing good, man. Doing good. Over the weekend, started out. We go check out the Wolves game, and it was a cool thing. It was like an impromptu meetup. A whole bunch of people from White Sox Twitter, obviously all wrestling fans as well. Meet up at the Wolves game or whatever. They had AEW was out there, and dude, it was just a cool moment. They given away these little cup holder or championship belt koozies, which were awesome.
I saw those. They looked awesome. I kind of want one.
Yeah, they're very cool. Very cool. But I had a moment at the game, and I didn't poop my pants, but I mean, I farted a couple times probably. I want you guys to be brutally honest with me here.
Okay.
I think I may have failed as a parent. Having a conversation with Madison Fresh in the seats and everything like that, and we're talking, and she looks at me at one point because we started talking about wrestling, and she's like, "Well, Dad, wrestling's fake." And she still believes in a certain fat man that brings gifts and a certain fairy that puts money in. Yeah, yeah, true, fair. And a certain tooth jockey that steals teeth from underneath the pillow and everything like that. And I started thinking, I'm like, did I fail as a parent? My daughter realized that wrestling is fake before she realized that these fictitious fucking people that you never even see or like exist besides Santa at the mall. Like, have I failed as a parent? Because I didn't know wrestling was fake until like way past her age. I was probably 10, 11.
You know what you got to do, Dougie?
Hmm.
You got to give her a good old fashioned Ric Flair chop, and then see if she thinks it's still fake or not.
Yeah,
Give her one bump, and then she'll.
Yeah,
I put my sister in the sharpshooter all the time.
Yeah,
Ask her if that's fake.
Yeah.
Lower back problems to this day because of Bret the Hitman Hart, not me.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Do some wrestling moves on her, Dougie. Give her the sharpshooter. Maybe like a DDT on the bed.
Elbow to the head.
Yeah, give her a Ric Flair chop, and then and see if she still thinks it's fake.
I will say, Dougie, I'm not blaming you.
I'm not encouraging child abuse and violence, but kayfabe, right? So
right.
That's where I was going with this, Jason. I'm not blaming you, Dougie. We as wrestling fans know that it's Triple H and the new organization that ruined kayfabe, and kayfabe has been dead, long gone, with all these reality shows and different things like that.
Yeah.
Back when we were kids, the wrestlers didn't even travel together. They lived up to the storyline and stuff. Now they're all on social media, going on like vacations together, good guys, bad guys, and what have you. So yeah, kayfabe's dead. It's not our fault. It's the wrestler's fault, Dougie. Not your fault.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, back in the day, I used to have to. Oh man, I thought my dad was gonna whoop the shit out of me, dude, because I ended up calling the WWE 9100 thing, the hotline for tips.
For dirt sheet tips?
Dude, yeah.
That shit wasn't cheap either back in the day.
No,
dude. $1.99 a minute.
Yeah.
And then you would get like Mean Gene on the phone, and he'd be like, "Hello, wrestling fan.
Yeah,
thank you for calling the WWF hotline."
They talk so slow. So slow.
Oh yeah,
or whatever.
They were milking that. And then what sucks is like basically you would get like info on like what the next pay-per-view was gonna be, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the honky tonk, man. Get out of here. I just wasted 4 minutes of my time.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, it ain't like how it is now or whatever, when it stuff comes off instantly off of your like apps and stuff. I had to wait until the next month, and I'm sweating that the mailman's gonna bring this bill before I can get it out the mailbox.
You know what's funny? We got in trouble, similar situation, but at my grandma's house, it was me, and shout out Johnny, and my cousin Joel. He's been on a couple of times. You guys see him at the watch parties. We would order music videos from the box. Yes. Do you remember the music video, the box? And
music television you control.
Music television you control. I don't know how many Bone Thugs and Harmony videos we ordered, but it was too many because we got in trouble for ordering music videos, and those used to come on the phone bill. So you would get your phone bill, and then it would say like what you ordered. So it's like all like Bone Thugs and like West Coast rap we would get in trouble for.
Grandma was getting down. Shit, that's funny.
All right, I'm done freestyle. Yeah, just give her a couple chops, dude. She'll change.
I know.
She'll change
it's
right
just,
back.
It's real. Hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, man, of all the things,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Peter, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I got an update for you guys, and not that anybody cares. People in the comments, if you don't want to hear about my underwear, you could turn it now, or like in super chat because I'll give you the juicy details. But no, I announced over the summer that I was a MeUndies guy, and I think Beef Loaf was in the comments at that time and saying how good MeUndies were. I'm out on the MeUndies.
Oh no,
they just don't last. They don't last. Dougie, in the line of work you are, I imagine in the line of work I am. Obviously, I'm a heftier guy, but regardless, in our line of work, you just run through pants, run through underwear, and different things like that. They just didn't last as long. I washed them a couple times, and the band turned to like cooked bacon to where like it just like rolls on you. Anyway, I was out on them, so I was in the market for new underwear. So I bought a couple 2-3 packs at Kohl's, and I got a couple Fruit of the Loom ones. But here's the problem. I've always been a dick flap guy.
Okay.
The new Fruit of the Looms, instead of the dick flap working like normal, it's vertical now. You guys? It's like, yeah, it's weird as hell. And I'm like, I didn't realize that until after I had bought them. It's a whole situation. Do you Doug, Jason, you're looking at me like I'm crazy. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm a boxer's guy.
You're a boxer's guy, but are you using the button, the pee hole, or are you just going?
No, my button's always done, and
your button's always buttoned. You go over the top rope, if you will.
I Royal Rumble it. I Royal Rumble.
Okay. See, I typically don't over the top rope it. I use the hole.
Yeah, I use the hole as well.
And now. I'm used to the
are we doing
this way. Yeah, we could do that. It doesn't work. I remember that. So now it's a whole different contraption. I'm in a pickle, man. I am in a bind. It's been like that all week. It's laundry day, so I'm gonna have to figure something out, man.
So my question is do you think that this is just a Kohl's thing? Because I mean, like
no,
Kohl's,
it's a Fruit of the Looms thing.
I'm just saying, but dude,
it was my bad just buying Fruit of the Loom. I've learned long ago to stay away from the Hanes. Shout out Michael Jordan. I'm sorry with your Hitler mustache. And then I stay away from the Fruit of the Loom. But I was in a pickle. I went to go buy some. I shouldn't have done it.
But my thing is like, have you guys ever bought shoes from like fucking Kohl's? Like, dude, like,
Fruit of the Loom.
Yeah, no, but like they don't fit right. They don't fit the same size. Like I think that they get like cheap knockoffs from the companies. That's why I'm wondering, like, if maybe Fruit of the Loom was like somebody was sleeping at the switch and they made these things.
Maybe I got factory rejects. I got the factory rejects.
You're right. they're like junk for your junk.
It is junk, by the way. I'm in a bind. So people keep saying like Duluth Trading Company. Those are like $40 a pair too.
That's all.
I might have to go Duluth.
Here's the thing, and I'm going to tell you the secret. This is the secret right now. We don't care what type of graphics we got on our underwear and shit like that.
I do.
Go to no. This is a little king. So after a major holiday, because Duluth does all of like the major holidays and stuff like that, and they do themed underwear. Go after the major holiday. Usually they're doing like buy 2 get 2 free, and then you go to that discount area and they're usually blowing out the holiday underwear. So you could stock up on some holiday underwear and you can get a ton of them for cheap.
Yeah, but then I'm wearing candy canes in the middle of like March. That makes no sense either.
No, you got to play that shit up. You walk around the house, you say ho ho ho. Like.
Good point.
Christmas in July.
Jason, you're a pattern guy. You say you do care about the pattern.
Yeah, I do have some solid color boxers, but I like some pizzazz. Little. Let's see what I got. What I got right now.
Oh, here we go. Now we're talking.
I got like plaid on right now.
Yeah, I unfortunately cannot play the underwear.
I got blue and white plaid going here, guys.
Dougie's winning the pooing it. He's got that hockey sweater and nothing else on.
Yeah, right. I got a little blanket. That's it.
Oh shit.
So
right, Jason, how are you gonna beat that?
I can't. But I will say that we got it. I'm a little top heavy right there. There we go. I will say the best part about this Disney YouTube feud was that no one has to watch the Packers game right now. The Packers are blacked out.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
100%. You know what? And hand up on me. I wanted to start the podcast doing a little EAGLES Eagles because we're all Eagles fans today, right? We're like the Always Sunny crew. Go Birds.
Oh, yeah. I got batteries in my pocket to throw at somebody just in case they walk in the door.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but I saw a tweet earlier that the Disney CEO, Bob Iger, is going to be on the ManningCast tonight. And how funny is that? No one can watch it. No one can watch him on the fucking ManningCast because he's a fucking idiot. And probably one of the worst CEOs in corporate America today. So talk about irony. Let's go on the show to talk about it that no one's going to see. Bonehead move.
It also, I saw the one report. It just sounded like he invited himself on.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
I don't really. I thought the Manning cast was funny, like when it first started, and like it seemed a little fresh. It got stale right away, at least in my opinion. But they do end up booking like real good guests for like each quarter, and they announce them like they do like SNL cast, like a couple weeks at a time. I need to know, who did Bob Iger bump to get his time slot? Like that's what I need to know. Who got bumped for Bob Iger? Because I can't imagine that being a fun conversation. The Mannings are so vanilla as they come. Now you're interviewing a CEO. That's a snooze fest.
Total snooze fest. Yeah. So at least the feud can end tomorrow. So we can get some football back. But as of today, no Packers. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I'm okay with not watching the Packers. They're going to lose anyway, so
yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Second thing I want to ask you guys. I saw this come across on Instagram today. Are we in or out on green pickle vodka?
You got to answer first, because you're the pickle guy of the group.
I'm in on this.
You're in on this.
Yeah.
Because when you quote tweeted it, what was your quote tweet?
GTFO.
Oh, yeah. So it was an excited GTFO.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
See, because the context gets lost. I thought for some reason you were complaining about it, and it threw me for a loop. I was like, what is he complaining about? Pickles?
No, I was like, get the fuck out of here. Are you serious?
Okay. That makes more sense. I'll only try it if you make me a cocktail, Jason. Otherwise, like I am indifferent. You guys are more good tease for later. We're gonna have about 15,000 rate my cocks later.
It's an orgy of cocks later.
But yeah, typically I'll only have cocktails if I'm out with you guys or Jason if you make one at your house. So if you're inviting and you're pouring the green pickle Ciroc, I'll have some.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it in the bloody. I'm gonna try it with some Jaeger. I'm gonna try it with some gin and some maybe like a little gin and vodka and some green chartreuse. I'm gonna go all crazy with this thing. I might as well just buy a case of it right now.
So go ahead, Peter.
No, I had a question.
Yeah.
Are we out on is Ciroc the Diddy brand?
He divested. He's divested.
Oh, okay.
He's out.
Yeah, he's out.
Okay, we're back in on Ciroc.
Yeah, we're back in on Ciroc.
Okay.
That's exactly what I was just going to ask. I was going to ask if Diddy was still in it, because that bottle at the bottom looks like something that might be at a party.
Well, yeah, you know what? It's shaped for both sides of town.
Yeah. But I guess for me or whatever with this whole thing, because I'm big on cucumber vodka. I absolutely love cucumber vodka. For me, it's gonna have to be like tasting it and see if I like it, because there are certain pickles that I don't like. I'm not a Vlasic guy. Vlasic can fuck right off. Like that neon juice, get out of here.
Yeah,
that shit's fake as fuck.
You want the Mount Olive pickle brand?
Mount Olives. I'm a big Clausen guy.
Okay.
But yeah, that is gonna be the deal breaker, because if it tastes like booty,
yeah.
No. You know what I fuck with?
It's gonna be expensive too.
It seems weird because I usually get them at Menards of all places, but Bob Evans has some like spicy pickles.
Really?
It's like Bob Evans brand, and I only buy them at Menards when I'm buying my my landscape supplies. I go buy pickles.
When you're buying your sideways underwear, like
yeah, man, yeah. If Menards sells underwear, I'll buy them there too. I need them.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It was not Bob Evans. It was Famous Dave's.
Okay, I was gonna say Bob Evans.
No. That was a brain fart on my part. It's Famous Dave's spicy pickles.
Dave's. Okay. Yeah.
I buy them at Menards.
Yeah. So Ciroc's got the pickle vodka now. Effin has the cucumber vodka.
Mm-hmm.
And back in the day, Absolute made cilantro vodka.
Ooh.
Which was one of my favorites in Bloody Marys until they discontinued it. So
Now,
Love
Absolute did the Bloody Mary vodka. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. Fucking
Oh.
garbage. It was just bad. It was bad.
Oh. All right, last thing before we get to some other stuff in Bears talk. I just want to say shout out to my wife. We went out for our anniversary, 3 years.
Yeah, happy anniversary.
Thank you. We did a little carnival action. I don't know if you guys ever been there, but it's
the best.
Really cool. We did a Argentine meat platter, but I happened to make friends with the head chef over there. Turns out he's associated with my cousins. So I was like, oh. So I had a nice conversation. I saw him at the restaurant. Had a nice conversation with him, and he, our server came over and said like, hey, desserts on chef tonight. Pick whatever you want. I said, okay, cool. They have this, and I'm gonna play the video right now. They probably have the most unique, like, presentation for this dessert that I've ever seen. And here we go.
Smell that cigar.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
How cool is that thing?
All right? So, am I safe to say that's like chocolate or something?
Yeah. It's like a chocolate mousse they serve with ice cream, but I've never had like smoked chocolate before, because when you bite into it, it tasted just like a cigar.
Oh,
it was really, really cool. But just the presentation, how they rolled it and made it look with the tip like a burnt end.
Yeah. I thought the presentation, that's exactly what I was gonna say. It looks exactly like a turd rolling, and it had like shit streaks like on the paper too, but it looked awesome, and I can only imagine it had to be rich as shit, right?
Yeah, it was really, really good. So if you're ever at Carnival, I recommend the Cuban cigar dessert.
So you said it was compliments of the chef.
Yeah.
Did you just immediately look at like the most expensive one, because that looks like an expensive presentation?
No, I just picked the one that sounded the best.
Okay.
To me, so
because that looked like like you're paying for the show more than the dessert.
No, for the I would say like the dessert menu, they were all pretty adequately priced. So yeah, I think it was only like a $14 dessert. Like it wasn't even
not bad at all.
No. Yeah. So really, really cool. Check out Carnival if you guys get a chance. And quick shout out to Gordo. Chug, Dougie.
Fucker.
All right.
Hey.
Obligatory burps.
Obligatory burps. All right. One thing we want to note before we get going here too is we're still participating in the Southside Food Drive with everyone from the White Sox Twitter community. We have we've exceeded 20,000 now.
It's crazy.
So that's amazing. Not even Thanksgiving yet, and it's gonna go. It's going really well. So keep donating. Thanks to the All Sports Scene for putting it together. And then this Ramova, is helping out too. And I'm just gonna read it because they just tweeted us today that $1 from select beers sold at a show on November 14th will be donated to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. So if you go to the show on Friday night, buy some beers, you are helping out donating as well. And then Mars Brewing and Other Half, they're going to help support the food drive by donating a portion of ticket sales from Galactic and New Master Sounds. So they're doing some ticket shares as well. So that's good. And then if you want more details, go to the Ramova Chicago Instagram page for complete details. But keep donating. Thanks everyone who donated. And now go see shows at Ramova to help out even more.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Community, baby.
Yeah.
Yep. So, all All right. Before we get to Bears, let's play a quick ad from our sponsor.
Green Valley Wine and Spirits in Bolingbrook is your one-stop shop for all your liquor needs. Since their remodel, they have increased their bourbon allocation, they have an expanding portfolio of popular additive-free tequilas and mezcals, and for you beer lovers, a great craft beer selection, plus some rare and vintage stouts. And before you leave, stop by their tasting bar and try some of our exclusive Bourbon Bum single-barrel picks before you take one home. That's Green Valley Wine and Spirits, 344 Commons Drive, conveniently located right off of Route 53 and I-55 in Bolingbrook. Tell them the bump sent you.
All right, thanks Green Valley. And guys, like we said, it is Bears Victory Monday. That was
Hell yeah.
that was a close one. But Dougie,
Yeah.
ever have a doubt?
Never a fucking doubt. I'm not trying to brag. Tina will contest to this. I had to bring her from the pits of hell again and motivate her. Listen, I actually just want to have a little one-to-one time with everybody right now about this whole thing, okay? I realize that we have PTSD, okay? We have an issue right now, and we need to shake this shit off of us right now. This team is different. This team is built different, okay? And I'm not saying that, hey, if, Dart doesn't go out, that they don't at least do something with the ball. Who knows? But the moment that he left the game, I started telling people around me, I'm like, it's changing. It's changing. It's changing. Because you knew Russell Wilson wasn't doing shit. And the moment that they gave Russell Wilson the ball at, 3rd and 15, and they had a run play on, you knew they ain't shit. But this is what I'm going to tell you guys. Before we get into this talk, lose what you have in the past about what our last moments were in seasons past. Lose it all. Just go into a game with an open mind, and until that clock hits 000, just know that we always have a chance. I mean, granted, hey, if we're 20 something down, I understand, but we're in striking distance. We're 2 scores away. I have no doubts with this team. Never a doubt. So just get it out of your mind. Go be positive.
I like Peter. He said there were some doubts.
I had doubts. I was throwing my hat. I was mad at the world. And it was only because we knew that this team was bad. We knew that the Giants were bad. I mean, Brian Daboll hasn't won a road game since the Clinton administration. It's been forever. So when they showed up at home flat as can be, it was just frustrating. So yeah, I didn't think they deserved to win that game, but like we've been saying almost the entire season, you don't apologize for ugly wins. A win is a win. It doesn't show up. Style points don't show up on the scoreboard. So you take them however you can get them. Don't apologize for them and keep stacking them up. But I will say, Dougie, while it is different, it does feel different. The culture change seems to be different. And realistically, Caleb Williams in the fourth quarter is fucking nails. He's been nailed since last season. He showed it last season, even when they were a bad team. And he's been showing it all of this season. That's where you could hang your hat and said, this is different. He's always going to bring you back because like they tweeted and like they talked about, he's got ice water in his veins. To quote Rounders, the kid's got alligator blood. It's fucking awesome, dude. We haven't seen this from a quarterback ever. Even when Jay Cutler was at his cuttiest and just slinging the ball around, don't care in the world, he had his limitations. It seems like Caleb Williams, while he's not a finished product, in the fourth quarter when you need him most, he'll put the team on his back and let's go. And that's what's exciting because like you mentioned, Dougie, now going forward, any game is a winnable game as long as you're in it.
100%. Yeah, you were at the game, Dougie. You were bearing the elements, pun intended, the elements. But yeah, you got a firsthand look of it. Was the weather as bad as people were making it out to be?
It was pretty bad. It was the wind. When there was no wind, 30 32, 33 degrees, you could deal with that. No bones about it. But then every so often, and it wasn't just like a slight breeze, it was like a freaking kick you in the face, 25-mile-an-hour wind, and it would just whip, and every time that you thought that you knew which direction it was coming from, it changed on you. It just was swirling in there for some reason. But it was a very I still wore shorts, so
Oh shit! You were a shorts boy. You're that guy. I mean, I've always known you as that guy, but I didn't know if you were shorts in bear weather kind of.
We saw you at the game, dude. You were not in shorts.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Let's.
It's
that's a good point. It's waist up. We can't tell.
Right.
I saw this guy going into a break, and I was like, I immediately shout out. Zombie Jackie sent a picture. I think Aaron was like, "Did you see Dougie on screen?" Like, there's a couple people like sending me like, "It was Dougie." I'm like, "That's fake Dougie." Yeah, you got a doppelganger.
Yeah. I got so many people texting me that, and then all of a sudden, the mentions blew up when you guys posted it, and I was laughing. I think it was pretty good.
Timu Dougie.
Yeah. One of my random coworkers that's like super old, like he's just like, "I saw you. You're wearing a 40 jersey." I said, "No, I'm not."
Yeah. So obviously, the team was down, pretty bad. Going into the fourth quarter, 20, to 10. Not good. But Caleb took this team on his back, and 220 yards and a passing touchdown, but the 63 rushing yards were probably the biggest thing, and even him running it, the touchdown that he ran in as well. As soon as he got that touchdown, it was you knew the tides were turning, right? You're like, oh, we feel it. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if Jackson Dart doesn't get the concussion, if the outcome is going to be any different.
Right.
Because Russell Wilson is, just hot garbage, and then the football gods smile upon us. We get the shanked punt, boom, we're in it, march down. Caleb does it again, right? The stat line, for him wasn't pretty, 20 for 36, but they had 6 drops, and that's like really unacceptable as a team. They have 6 drops in one game, especially Zacchaeus. I don't know like what's going on with with Zacchaeus with that, but he had 3 drops, counted for half of those.
Bad drops.
Yeah. Bears had 7 drops all season going into week 10.
Yeah.
That's a pretty decent number, is because they had you have good receivers, right? I mean, obviously some of those we've talked in the past with Caleb, some, when he does the balls in the run, when he scrambles, sometimes, they're inaccurate. They're on the ground. Yeah.
Contested catches.
Yes. Thank you. But he had those balls on the money yesterday, and even throws in the run where they should have been caught. Like, the touchdown that was dropped in the end zone. Like, that was in the first quarter. That was like, just come on, you can't have that shit. So I don't know what's gonna, Ben Johnson addressed it. You have to hope that this isn't a thing going into next week. Granted, it is indoors in Minnesota. Who knows how much of the weather played on the part of the receivers, but Caleb just did more Caleb things. And people in the media, who are already writing this team off in the fourth quarter and saying this is, talking trash and this and that. Like you said, Peter, you can't do it anymore. You have to you wait until you get, all zeros on the clock, and then you can see, because he put the team on his shoulder. He was beat up. You could tell he was hurting that game yesterday. He took shots, running. And there was a couple times he came up and he was limping. But you know what? He fucking walked it off, and he, got us the dub. So he deserved that game ball yesterday. And all the naysayers have to, shut the fuck up now, because say his name. Say his fucking name.
Joe Henry. No, to go back to the drops, Jay. I mean, the game script could have been a lot different. I mean, the Alameda Zacchaeus drops, one of them was a key first down on third that they were driving. the DJ Moore drop was in the end zone where Caleb throws an absolute dime. Now they are a hard catch, right? Like that end zone catch was hard, but you expect a receiver getting paid what DJ Moore is getting paid to catch that ball. The one, I mean, I will highlight Sam's comment again because Caleb was ripping those balls. There was one ball he threw at DeAndre Swift as a check down, maybe 100 miles an hour. That thing looked like a Paul Skeens fastball. That one, I will say, DeAndre Swift had no chance in catching that one. That one hand up, I don't think anybody could have caught. But you got to help them out. And I saw a tweet, Jay. I think you quote-tweeted it or retweeted it, or maybe not. Somebody said that they replaced the penalties with drops this game. And if you go back and look at the game, they won this game, one, because of Caleb Williams, but two, because they kept themselves in the game by only committing 3 penalties for 25 yards. It was the most disciplined I've seen the Bears this season. And on the other hand, a Brian Dable-led Giants team that looked undisciplined at times, committing penalties and doing some costly mistakes. They had a really bad drop that could have iced the game on their part as well. So, yeah, like the drops are going to get. I don't expect them to have that kind of game week in and week out. But the fact that they only committed 3 penalties, that's where it's like, all right, I'll take that trade. It was bad in the moment, but the fact that they weren't committing offside penalties or false starts or they didn't have the alignment issues, that's where I'm like, okay, it's baby steps. And it's the same thing with Caleb Williams. He put the team on his back and he deserved that game ball, but it's still not a finished product. You could tell, we could still see it, but as long as there's progression, first year in Ben Johnson's system, I think they'll be all right.
Yeah, progression in getting the win. I mean, that's huge. Going back, and I don't want to that Swift check down. Everybody around us was talking. You know what it reminded us of? When Peyton Manning was throwing to the United kid or whatever.
Saturday Night Live.
Dude, just fucking turn around. Like, that's exactly what we were like. Oh, dude, why he had to put that on there? That little extra mustard, but it's funny.
Yeah, Peter, as you mentioned, it was a cleaner game than what we were seeing the previous weeks. 3 penalties, 25 yards, awesome. No turnovers, awesome. No sacks, awesome. They didn't play their best game, and they should have, compared to last week against Cincinnati. Now, Cincinnati's worst defense probably in football. Giants aren't that much better on defense.
They have a really bad run defense, and I think that's where we expected Swift and Monangai, sorry, to have a better game. And the fact that they just never got into a rhythm, whether it was the drops and the play calling, it was just it felt weird.
Yeah, no, Swift 13 runs for 82 yards, that's 6.2, but I read that stat, that he ran for 6 yards a carry. But in my eye test, I'm like, the run game to me didn't seem like it was like functioning as well as it was, last week. And yeah, I feel like they and again, maybe it's the elements. I don't know. But the Giants defense is not as good as Cincy, and they still had a tough time putting points up on the Giants. They should have, put up 24 points in the half, if you ask me. You're at home. You're coming off that 47 points against Cincinnati. You should, especially playing a much cleaner game, have had more than 7 points going into half, 10 points going into the fourth quarter. So it was an ugly game, but it was a clean game, which is a kind of a hard, conundrum to wrap around because they played much better in a worse scenario, but they came back when they needed to. And now let's make sure that all this cleanness, the penalties, the not sacks and no turnovers, that's got to go indoors next week because the Giants defense is much more, vicious and ferocious. And Caleb's good. He's going to be scrambling, right? Let's be honest. We've talked about it that he needs to stay in the pocket more, be more cleaner, but that at this point, that's probably not his game. So if he's gonna be scrambling and he's still making good throws on the run, and Ben Johnson's okay with him, telling him to scramble more and use his legs to when he sees the lane, let's take it then. Let's take what we can get, and as he progresses further down in his development, maybe he'll make those throws like he did to Loveland, in the Cincy game last week. Even when he had the rollout, he had the nice pass to Loveland again. So he's throwing dimes, but it's going to be a different test next week. The schedule is getting much, much tougher, and the Bears in general are going to have to keep that same cleanliness of a game.
Yeah, and they've been beaten up on bad teams, and I still think the Vikings are not a great team, but they're a class, even with their injuries, I consider them a class above the Raiders and the Giants of the world and the Cincy and the Bengals of the world. I need to see what this team could do again in division games, because that's what really matters. That's the put up and shut up time. You could beat up all of the teams you've been beaten up, but if you don't beat the Vikings, Lions, and Packers, this is all for naught. And I don't think they could beat the Lions, and the Packers are going to be a very tough test, although Caleb Williams is 1-0 in Lambeau. But they really should have beat the Vikings week 1. I think we talked about the Commanders game being bulletin board material for the Bears, and they talked about that. They sat on that game for almost a year, and they came out firing and motivated in that game, and they ended up winning that game. I think this Vikings game is another one of those. I think they have a bad taste in their mouth because of what happened week 1. They really shouldn't have let J.J. McCarthy beat them the way they did. And Caleb didn't have all that great of a game week 1. I think this is going to be both offense and defense has their, circle on this game. I think they're going to come out firing. I'm excited to see what they could do against the Vikings. I think Ben Johnson will be able to come up with a game plan to win. So I'm expecting a win against the Vikings. And that's the last one. This is the next 2 games. The Vikings and Steelers are the last of the very winnable. You kind of have to win these games. Remember, I talked about this last week where it's like you win these next 2, and it's tough to win a bunch in a row. But if you win these next 2, then you could really go 500. If you drop these 2, then as much as you're in the hunt, you're really not in the hunt. Like you got to put yourself in a position to, be able to lose a couple games because the schedule gets a lot harder. So hopefully they beat the Vikings, they take care of the Steelers, and then you just play 500 ball the rest of the way. Right.
Yeah. Well, since we're still on offense here or whatever, and I know we're going to be transitioning here, I just have to point out one thing or whatever. You know me, I'm a big bodies guy. Darnell Wright yesterday. That man was throwing dudes around as if my nipples couldn't get any harder out there at Soldier Field. Like, dude, just watching him slowly turn the way that he has turned. I just want to know. It should be studied. Whatever happened during that bye week, I gotta know. I gotta know what happened.
I think it's a Joe Tooney effect, man. Like,
Joe Tooney's been very good too. He's been quietly very good.
But I'm saying, and I wonder how much he's like giving him pointers and stuff like that. Obviously, he's got the physical gifts, but the technique, I would assume that in practice, Tooney's giving him pointers and everything. But that man is playing himself to a contract now. He could potentially be like a Pro Bowler, maybe even All Pro at this rate. So he's playing himself into a deal now, man. And that's a good thing. That's a good solution for the Bears to have if he's going to be the next, starting right tackle for the next, 5, 6, 7 years.
I mean, dude, he took the sack leader and threw him around like a bag of potatoes or whatever. Some people are saying it, I don't know who, but some people are saying it's ever since I gave up ownership of my Darnell Wright jersey to Baloney, something wasn't sitting right on my body, and now that it's with Baloney, it's that people are saying it. I'm not sure who.
It might be true. I'm going to be wearing that exact jersey. I'm going to be wearing it to the watch party in a couple of weeks, the Black Friday. So hopefully they carry a couple more wings. I'm glad you mentioned the O-line because I did have this note about the game-winning play, because a lot will be said about the rush by Caleb Williams. But I mean, it was everywhere, right? Like everyone's breaking down the all 22. Everyone has like fan videos of everything. That play was so well designed. I think I watched it like 30 times, and it's like everyone did their part. Not only did the O-line, but we got to give credit. First, you like motion people out. They pull everyone that way. Once they start turning, Cole Kmet put somebody in. I mean, he blocked somebody, and I've been very critical on Cole Kmet. He's been unbelievable blocking, and he literally blocked somebody straight to Skokie. They just kept going, and that's where, Dougie, you mentioned the O-line being different, but everyone that's blocking are finishing blocks. Like, it's not just like, you block them and then, you keep going. These guys are getting thrown out the club. We saw it last week. We saw it this week. Olamide Zaccheaus had a really bad game, but on that game-winning play, Cole Kmet should get all the glory for the block. He got in the way of a couple defenders. Everyone's doing their part. So, like, that's where it's like it's good thing to see. When you break down the tape, you're seeing a lot of guys do a lot of really good things. Even like what's the guy's name? Like Durham Smythe, like the backup tight end. He pulled on that play and blocked somebody. It's awesome. It's good to see.
Yeah. Okay, a couple quick notes. Caleb, 26 missed tackles so far, leads the NFL. The second closest is 17. So he's juking and jiving, hard in cutting down the sacks. So that's good. And he's also tied for the most game-winning drives in football right now.
That's a good stat. I like that stat.
Yes, that is a stat. So before we talk some defense here, quick question for you guys. So we talked about the Zaccheaus, the drops. Luther Burden caught all three of his targets. Is Luther Burden going to get the bump now into the starting slot? Has Zaccheaus played himself out of starting slot now?
Prez was in the comments earlier talking about less Zaccheaus, more Luther Burden. Luther Burden is 16 for 16 on the season on his catches. And I saw a stat that, like, obviously he just doesn't have as many reps as a rookie, but his rookie reps, those 16, when he's going 16 for 16, they're also really deep. So he's stretching the field and making catches. I think he's earned a little bit more playing time. I think Olamide Zaccheaus was a good story coming out of training camp, and I know he's close with Caleb Williams. They show him on the bench with him all the time, and he really was like a safety blanket for him. But for this team to get to where they want to go, they need way more Luther Burden and way more Colston Loveland. He had the great game against the Bengals, and he had a really, really good catch this last game on the drive when they were coming back, where I don't know, it was an all hands catch where, like, I don't know if Cole Kmet can make that catch, but Cole Kmet's been, blocking and doing his job. But yeah, I think we need more Luther Burden. I think the fans want it, but I think he's earned it.
His route running is just phenomenal too. If you watch some of the tape that they
he's caught everything he's thrown at him. You can't get better than 16 for 16.
Right. Yep. Yeah. And just fighting for the extra yards too. Fighting for the extra yards goes a long way. I mean, you never know, instead of going down, who knows, you get two players that are trying to, take you down, and they accidentally take themselves down, and you run it in,
Yep. All right. So obviously the defense didn't play its best game yesterday, as they've been struggling all season. And Jackson Dart was just running crazy. I mean, he had the two scores, especially I think the one he ran from, I think it was like 20 yards out, that unacceptable. I will have to give Pohl some credit though, that him bringing in CJ Gardner-Johnson was probably one of the best moves he's done in a while, because his presence alone on that defense has been a night and day. You can tell that it's night and day. So they're still not getting, they're still hurt. They're still not getting, the stats, but they are. I did see a stat that they are like the best team on third down this year. The defense is the best team on third. So
best team on third and long.
Yes.
Which is shocking, because in the bad defense game, they've given up a bunch of like 3rd and 16 and 4th and something. But I think it was Greg Olsen talking about like when this defense is at their best is when they can pin their ears back on 3rd and long and dial up the exotic blitzes with all of the safeties and CJ Gardner-Johnson, where you could see where they like once you're in a 3rd and long situation, this is where this team excels and puts people in a tough spot. It's just a matter of 1st and 2nd down. You got to, do your job. And that's where it's been tough. Jason, you mentioned CJ Gardner-Johnson. He was a longtime Dennis Allen guy. So I think that was an easy, it just fit, right? He just fits the system. He fits the mold. He fits the culture. You pop and play him. There's a rumor that they're talking to Asante Samuel this week or today.
That's Joey
tomorrow.
He fused his back. So apparently he's healthy again.
And I was begging polls to do something at the trade line to address the cornerback depth, the secondary depth. I don't know if a guy with a fused back is the answer, but he's got to be better than some of the guys that they're trying out there. So you got to give him a test. He's a veteran presence, even if it's just a warm body. It might be, hopefully worth your time.
Yeah. But yeah, defense did not play well. And
Austin Booker though.
Yeah.
Austin Booker, that's another one on the defense as a whole, not great. Austin Booker's had 2 really good games. I think he led the team with 5 hurries or 5 pressures. He's had 2 good games in his time back. And that was a question mark where it's like we thought, he had a really good camp and then he got hurt. So it's like one was expecting the world out of Austin Booker. And I'm like, well, I'm not so sure. But since he's been back, he's been as advertised. So hopefully he could keep it up. And that just, as a defense gets healthier, hopefully Booker could be more productive.
Yeah. It sounded like Brisker had like a little back injury, but nothing to be worried or concerned about on that. I will say that the special teams played much better this week, even though we didn't utilize Santos. Hey, you don't give up a punt return touchdown and long returns. That's a compared to the Cincy game, anything by the special teams. But there's still some weird coverage issues with them. I don't know if it's a coaching thing with Richard Hightower, because everyone was getting called for his job after last week. But there's still some stuff on like kickoff and punt coverage where it's like, what are these guys doing? They seem like lost. Sometimes they don't even know the rules. It's weird. But yeah, compared to the Bengals game, it was better. And it's also, Cairo Santos didn't do shit for like a half because it was so windy they didn't want to do anything. Yeah,
both teams were going for it on 4th down. I think both teams combined were like 2 for 8 on 4th down. They just kept going for 4th down.
2 for 8. Yeah, Bears were 1 for 4 on 4th down.
Yeah.
So were the Giants. So yeah. We knew Ben Johnson's MO was to always go for it more on 4th down. And with the wind and Cairo Santos's noodle leg, his long. Yesterday was 22 yards. So that just tells you, what Ben Johnson thinks of Santos.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish we had that thick kicker, man.
That guy's dragging a wagon. He was ready for all the memes.
All right, before we wrap the Bears talk, Peter, you had a graphic you wanted to show us.
Yeah, so basically it's just like, if you listen to sports, and maybe we shouldn't be listening to sports talk radio a day after the Bears win, because when they win, people are pissed, and when they lose, people are even more pissed. But people are always pissed. But the record is 6-2, but the eye test, depending on who you ask, some people are like, oh, they're better than they look. The stats are there. The offense has improved leaps and bounds. Other people, the defense is bad. So let's just do the eye test. Who are the Bears better or worse than? Because right now they're in the overall standings. They're at 12th. And I don't think they are the 12th best team in the NFL, but I want to see where we land as a consensus as the Bums. So like the first two columns I have here are the first 11 teams and then the worst teams. I think we could all agree that they're better than the Bengals down, and they're not better than any of the first 11 teams, correct?
No, you know what? They're 100%.
I think the Bears are better than the Packers. I think the Packers are frauds.
I think Denver's a fraud. Who is Denver beat?
Okay,
that Thursday night game was terrible.
Denver. That's a good point. The Denver Broncos, but they're 8-2, and the division maybe is an issue as well. But of those teams, you really do think they're better than the Broncos? and the Packers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pull up-
offensively, they're definitely better than the Broncos.
Pull up their 8 wins. I looked at it today. They're 8 wins. Not good.
No?
No.
Let's see. I have to pull up the Broncos schedule. But yeah, I think their offense is better than the Broncos. And
We're not talking offense. We're talking overall team.
Yeah, I think here, you got it up, Peter? I got it. All right, so they beat the Titans, trash. They beat the Bengals, trash. They did beat the Eagles at home. So so there's I'll give them that one.
Right.
That's a statement win.
That's a statement win. They beat the Jets, trash. They beat the Giants, trash. They beat the Cowboys,
trash.
Trash. They beat the Texans, trash, and they beat the Raiders, trash. Their losses came against the Colts and the Chargers.
All right, but now do the Bears wins, because you could argue all of the Bears wins are against trash, except for the Commanders.
Well, hold on. Okay, so let's go, back and we'll break this down then. So, they beat the Cowboys, but the Cowboys were good. The Cowboys were good.
CeeDee Lamb was out the entirety of that game.
The Raiders, the Raiders, they beat Raiders are a good team. I'm not gonna lie.
There's 2-7.
No, they beat the Patriots. So that means that
every team's gonna beat every team is gonna beat a good team. Every team's gonna lose to someone they shouldn't lose to.
So kind of like how Denver beat the Eagles.
Yeah. No. I'm looking at all these Bears wins. The Commanders, they were the NFC Championship. That's a good team. We beat them. Statement. Saints, obviously they're still lingering from the Drew Brees, Sean Payton era. That's a good win for them. Beating the Saints. Bengals, obviously, you have the 2 best receivers in football. That's a statement win. And then obviously, the Giants. They beat Tom Brady twice. So that's another statement win. So Bears are just dropping statement win after statement win.
It's history, baby.
Turned into a 670 to score. I'm fucking pissed about it. So my point was they're ranked 12th. I mean, in the overall standings. I don't think they're that good, but I do think that they're somewhere in the middle here. This is where I wanted to get to. But if you're telling me they're better than an 8-2 team, what are we even doing here? I think they're better than the Steelers, Jaguars. They're not better than the Chiefs. They're not better than the Ravens. The Ravens team, while 4-5, I mean, they showed that they're not better than the Ravens. And now they got Lamar Jackson. I wanted to see where they fell. I had them right around 15-16. But if you're telling me they're better than the Broncos, then they're the second best team in football. And
I'm not saying they're the second best team in football. I'm just saying the Broncos are potential frauds.
Yeah, I don't think that the Broncos themselves are the second best team in football. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
I've had discussions, Jay, with you. I think the Colts are very fraudulent. I think the Patriots are, while they keep winning, and who am I to say, because they keep winning, but they don't pass the eye test compared to these other teams where it's I know that the Lions are good. That the Eagles are good. Those are teams.
So the Broncos have the Chiefs next week on the at home. So if they beat the Chiefs, I'll maybe give them some credit though. But then they got the Commanders, the Raiders. They'll probably win those 2 games, and then they got the Packers, Jaguars, and Chiefs again. So I mean, we'll see how good they are against the Chiefs next week.
Let's see what the line is for that.
Yeah, I think the Bears are definitely better. That you could make an argument that the Bears are probably better than the Packers, even though because we never tied. We beat the Packers. Couldn't beat the Cowboys.
Tied. That's a good point.
We never tied. The Packers couldn't beat the Cowboys. We decisively beat the Cowboys. So by transition, we just transitive properties. We are better than the Packers.
So just for anybody that wants to throw a little money on that game, Chiefs are going to Denver next week, and the Chiefs are favored 3.5.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, it just also kind of annoys the fuck out of me that the Packers are on top of the division at 5-2 because they don't count the tie as an
As a
actual
loss,
like loss in their column. So they're still getting a 688 winning percentage opposed to the 6-3 Bears. So they obviously NFL is doing some Common Core math and shit. So
all right.
But yeah, I think 49ers, I think the Bears would not be better than the 49ers. If
I don't think they're better than the
No.
Niners. I
no,
don't.
But the Niners are beat the fuck up right now. They're hurt as hell. So I think on paper right now, the Bears might be better than the 49ers. You know, obviously, yeah, the Chiefs probably not, and the Ravens not. So yeah, I think you could maybe bump them down like 2 or 3 spots, but you know, like around that 14, 15. But I think that the other slide. You know, I think
You could argue, you can move things around.
yeah, I think there's argument that, you know, winning record alone shouldn't, you know.
No, I agree. I think the Rams, Eagles, and even the Lions and Packers are better than the Broncos and Patriots. But you know, like now we're arguing different things. But I was just trying to see where the Bears fell, and I could say probably 15, 16.
I'd kind of almost keep them where they're at, maybe a 13, you know, back up a couple spots or whatever. But you know what? I just don't know. This year has been so crazy. I mean, look at the Bills. The Bills look fraudulent as hell. They just lost to Miami, you know, like I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
Vegas.
Yeah. Wrap up the Bears talk then. So one last quick Bears note, because we are a couple weeks away, folks. Whoop. It's our Bears watch party, our last one of the season at the Remova, Black Friday, and we just announced the menu. We're gonna have some Sloppy Joes. Ooh, everybody likes Sloppy Joes, right? I mean, those were really good.
Really good, yeah.
They were really good. So what else are we gonna have? I don't know.
They had sausage and peppers.
I'm pull up the menu right now. Sloppy Joes, the Remova chili, French onion, homemade French onion dip. So we're not giving you no Dean stuff, and homemade sausage and peppers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's so that is $35. It gets you also 5 drink tickets as well, for their house brews. Or you don't want to eat, you're gonna be stuffed from Thanksgiving. You're gonna make yourself a leftover Thanksgiving sandwich before you come out. It's free to show up. So, but 20-foot board, squares, jersey giveaway, plus some other fun stuff. Come join us on Black Friday and just day drink with us. It's gonna be a fun time. We're gonna hopefully clip the Eagles and finish off the NFC East once and for all, because
we're 3-0 against the NFC East.
Yeah. We're cooking birds on Thursday and Friday.
Hey, I like that. I like that, Dougie.
Print the shirts.
Yeah, should be a good time.
Yeah. All right. Let's get some headlines, right, Peter?
I got a couple headlines for you guys. The first one was out today, and this was CHGO. It doesn't have to be long, but vibes are high. Dougie, the Chicago parlay just keeps hitting. I feel like, the Bulls are a pleasant surprise. The CHGO put out this graphic. It's a new era, and they put shout out Colson Montgomery. He got some Rookie of the Year votes.
Yeah, he got some second
today.
place. Yeah,
but we got Colson Montgomery, Modest, Caleb Williams. Obviously, you got Frankie Nazar and Connor Bedard. You got Josh Giddey and a couple 2-3 Cubs. Who knows who those guys are? Of these guys, I feel like we haven't really talked Blackhawks. I think you got to put Connor Bedard 1-1 just because he's in his 3rd season and he's proven right now that he is living up to the hype.
Leads the NHL in points.
Oh, I think Celebrini had like a 5-point game last night, but maybe I'm wrong on that. But they keep switching 1 and 2. They keep switching 1 and 2. That's a good thing. I'm just quick question for you guys. Where does Caleb Williams fall on this? Because he won the game yesterday. He's 6-2. The stats aren't really there, but if you're doing power rankings of this new era, where are you putting Caleb?
Maybe 2. I think I still have to go Bedard for 1.
Yeah, you got to go Bedard 1. That's for sure. Not a big Bulls guy, but Guidry? Go Guidry 2?
Josh Giddey? I think Josh Giddey. So my argument
not a Bulls guy, see?
Yeah, no, my argument to this, and honestly, I joked last week that I probably watched like a solid 5 quarters of Bulls basketball this season, but I've watched more since last week.
Mhm.
But Modest Buzelis has been the truth since he got here, and I don't think he's had the ups and downs that Caleb has.
Right.
So I think there's an argument to be made that both Connor Bedard, Modest Buzelis, and I hate to say this, but Cade Horton was on like a Cy Young pace for a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is there a possibility Caleb's not in the top 5?
No.
Because Frankie Nazar seems like the truth.
Frankie Nazar's a dude. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, hashtag blessed. And obviously, none of these motherfuckers have actually won anything. We're celebrating as if we're like the city of champions and nobody's won anything. But I do think the future is bright, and I just want to see where Caleb falls on this. And I don't think it's, I don't think you just put him up top.
I'd say 4. Not 5, but 4. I'd go 4.
Yeah, no, I'm still sticking Connor 1, Caleb 2, and then probably Giddy 3.
City of offseason champions, yeah. Preseason champs too. The Bulls preseason champs, Bears undefeated preseason.
And then I'm going Homer. I'm going Colson at 4, Frankie at 5, and the Cubs players can just fuck off. No one cares. Pete Crow Armstrong's going to be on the Yankees in 2 seasons.
Yeah, that's he's not. They're not. Both of those guys aren't here for the long haul. So.
No.
All right.
No. Connor Bedard is second in points. I just looked it up. Nathan McKinnon is he got 29. So Bedard's 2. Yeah. So I'll take it. He's playing for a contract.
A good idea is just to revisit this like every 2 months or so. And maybe we could just have like the Young Guns power ranking or something like that.
I like it. We should officially rank them. Just get them on the books. We'll do it now, and then we'll double back to it.
There we go. I like that. All right, Tom. I think the 108 guy. I text you, Jay, the day this came out. I think the 108 guys had a segment on this on Thursday, but I still wanted to talk about it because Tom Brady revealed that his current dog Junie is a clone of his late dog Lua, who died in December 2023. My first thought was, what in the fuck? This is crazy. But maybe not that crazy.
I looked into it. I wanted to clone Max.
That's the crazy part. As soon as I sent you this, you hit me back with like you did research on this. And I'm like, holy shit. So give me what you found.
You got 50 grand?
That's all right. When you said that, my first thought was, I mean, it's morbid because we lost Luna a couple years ago and we loved her and we just got a recent, like, it took us a while to get over that. So like, but it's also like, how much do you love? You're putting a price on the pet, and that price is $50,000, which doesn't seem like a lot, all things considered, that you're cloning something, but it's also like, that's a fucking good chunk of like a house payment and everything.
Yeah, that's
so that's crazy. But the fact that like they're doing this is what the crazy part was. I was like, holy shit.
Here's my take on this whole thing. You're cloning this dog. You still have to fucking train it. You still have to, like, is the dog going to love you the same way? Is he going to have the same characteristics that, that dog before has? You know what I'm saying? Like,
is this a nature versus nurture argument, Dougie?
Yes, 100%. Like, dude, like, all you're doing is getting the dog's DNA. Like, it could be a totally different dog. That next dog could be a fucking asshole. Could you imagine spending $50 and that thing just fucking ripping you apart?
$50.
$5,000. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like the odds of him being the same, him or her being the same dog that you had before, slim to none.
Yeah, I don't know the science behind it. I don't know the science behind it. It seems weird. It feels like we're 2 years away from like a zombie dog apocalypse. It seems like you're messing with something you shouldn't be messing with. But I thought it was crazy. And I echo what Jeff is saying. It's free. the pound, go adopt. And I MVB'd, Paws of Tinley Park when we got chili. And I agree. That's the way to go about it because we all love our dogs, but there's so many good doggos in the world. So it's like, you don't have to go this route, but I don't blame it. It was something when I saw that.
Nah, that's Tom Brady being weird as fuck again.
Yeah. All right. What's next?
Kim Kardashian reveals on her Instagram stories that she didn't pass the California bar exam.
Shocking.
And she went through this whole thing. She's been working on this for 6 years. So my question to you guys, and I asked somebody, you guys might know him. He might be a lawyer on White Sox Twitter, but I asked that certain lawyer, if I gave anyone, like a random person on White Sox Twitter, 6 years and unlimited money, could you pass the bar exam?
Do I want to pass the bar exam is my question. Do I want to?
Yeah, maybe you don't want to, but if I told you, all right, but if I told you $10 million is yours, pocket in cash, but you gotta pass the bar exam in 6 years, can you do it?
I'll do it in 2. I want my money now. I don't want to wait 6 years for 10 million. I'll be like Rocky. I'll do a Rocky training montage with the books.
Isn't that the other like lawsuit commercial? It's my money and I want it now.
Yeah, America, I want it now.
I don't know. I mean, I like the idea of being a lawyer because I like to debate people on shit. But yeah, I don't think I would be able to. I don't have I've drank away too many brain cells. It's just not going to happen.
No, JT's right. You want to pass the bar exam? Stop doing stupid shit like this. Like maybe focus your energy.
That's what I'm saying.
On the bar instead of fake pubic hair and fake nipples and fucking stupid TV shows and movies with Meryl Streep that gets zeros on Rotten Tomatoes.
So that was my argument. Like I saw a lot of people like, oh, at least it's honorable that she's trying to do this. And like a lot of people were giving her kudos. And I'm like, what? If you had unlimited money in 6 years, I could pass the bar. But then when I asked John, he said, no, the multiple choice questions are impossible. I did over 2,000 practice questions and was still testing he was testing above the accuracy level. But he said, like, not everybody can do it. You have to have like a mental acuity and like grasp of it. But I'm like, it just seems like unlimited money in 6 years. You should be able to do anything. I mean, I could clone a dog in 6 years if you gave me unlimited money in 6 years.
What's the gain besides the title for her?
It's the continue her dad's legacy.
That's it.
You know.
And she has been doing a lot for like charity and like incarcerated people, and all of that is honorable. Fighting for injustices and stuff like that. I get. But this, I'm like, come on, man, you got to pass the bar.
She ruins enough people's lives just by dating them, let alone representing them.
Well, yeah, that's true too. This could be like Lionel Hutz all over again.
Yeah.
There's an old adage that I recall when I see this. It's that winners never quit and quitters never win. But those who never win and never quit are idiots.
That's a good point. That's a good point. All right, last one. This is an update to our previous story because we talked about this before. Paternity test has confirmed that Stefan Diggs is the father of Instagram model Eileen Lupero's baby girl. Diggs is also expecting a child with girlfriend rapper Cardi B. He now has 3 kids on the way with 3 different women, making it a total of 4 this year. And I want to remind you guys that he's got 4 kids on the way this year. He's only got 3 touchdowns for the season. So he's got more kids than touchdowns. And this is something that went viral this week. Thoughts?
Is Cardi B dropping the diss track?
You know what? It's none of my business, but it seems like she's okay with this because she was at the Patriots game last week doing the Stefan Diggs dance.
I thought you were doing like a
everyone's doing this dance now. Jackson Dart did it right in our faces on Fox today or yesterday. Everyone's doing the Diggs.
It's called the Cardi B. When you get a close,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, ew, stink.
It stinks.
Yeah. She was doing it. She everyone's in on the joke.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe he's trying to be like Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Sean Kemp.
Yeah. Sean Kemp was a historic one.
Yeah, Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon he's a historic. That he might be the 1-1.
Genghis Khan.
Yeah, I don't think that was by choice though.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, Elon. Anyway,
Yeah, what does he got? He's got like 10 kids, right?
Yeah, he's got a bunch. I'm gonna have to keep. I'm gonna have. Yeah, Antonio Cromartie is a good one.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to keep updating Jason like your farm report. I'm just gonna report on Stefan Diggs, a touchdown to kids ratio for the rest of the year because this is getting crazy.
Yeah, dude, it'll be a quiz question. Score in the sheets or on the field?
Yeah.
All right, time for some nonsense. But before we gotta play a quick ad for us.
ShySportsBums.BigCartel.com is the home for all Chicago sports bums merch. We have Bears, Hawks, Sox, and Bums merch available. Anything you need to get ready for a big game or a Chicago Sports Bums event. Remember, all profits go directly back into our Whiskey at Comiskey tailgates to keep the beer and food free for everyone. So head over to ShySportsBums.BigCartel.com and pick up a couple Two Tree shirts today.
Yeah, those 2 Tree shirts. You gotta get our new Ben Johnson one. Here's an up close graphic of what's gonna be on the back of that shirt. Isn't that sexy as hell? Exploding O's, exposing D's. Big Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
This was something that it was like a brainchild of all of us, but I don't know if it's just like it has to be just people our age, right? But it's a reference to the Big Johnson shirts of the 90s. I remember those things everywhere. Whenever you went on vacation, all like the shops, even like Spencer's had the Big Johnson shirts. And it only made sense that we did a Ben Johnson shirt. So shout out E Macias, who designed the back of the shirt. He did the caricatures just like the Big Johnson shirts. So yeah, it's exciting, and get a couple of them.
Yeah, we just released that as long as version 2 of our Bears crossword puzzle shirt. So this one is super cool. It's really I like the graphics that he did on this. So
it's a throwback.
Yeah,
I love how he snuck in Chris Farley in there too.
Yeah, he's got
Right
Farley.
over.
He's got Dick in the background. He's got a couple of the super fans.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Very cool.
So yeah, picked it up today and wear it for a watch party upcoming.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Big ones, small ones, tall ones, cold ones, shake and stir, they're never old ones. It's time to rate my cocks. Line them up and take your shot. Sweet or sour on the rocks. It's time to rate my cock.
All right, we got a lot of cocks to rate. This is gonna be like a smorgasbord of cocks just going all over the place because Dougie's got some, I got some, Peter's got some, 1, 2, maybe.
Couple.
Yeah, but we had some expeditions. We in Cincy we had a nice night out Friday night at the office, which is the speakeasy at the aviary. So we're just gonna run through. We'll start at Cincinnati, and I'm gonna have to pull some menus up here, so I'm gonna be all over the place here. So let's go, Peter. Let's get the first slide here. Oh, this is Dougie's.
We're going chronological order, or what did you say, Jay?
Cockological order.
Cockological order.
Yeah. All right, Dougie. This was yours. This was the Hulk Hogan blueberry vodka lemonade bomb pop.
You guys remind me of the scale.
You're not gonna sell it full chub, 3/4 chub,
half 3/4, half chub, no chub.
Yeah, you guys go through your thing, and then I'll give you what my thoughts were on this thing.
Yeah, so this is at a bar in Cincinnati. These were they had wrestling themed cocktails, and you got the two of the wrestling themed ones. Yeah. So obviously the Hulk Hogan with the bomb pop, the American flag, you fighting, whatever.
Yeah.
So Peter, are you in? I know you weren't there. Are you in on the blueberry vodka lemonade bomb pop?
I'm not even going to speak ill will of Hulk Hogan and all of his nonsense to end his life. But yeah, Praz stole my joke. It looks like there's a full chub already in that glass. I know the segment is called "Rate My Cock" and they're like a punny and everything. This is too phallic. What I want nothing to do with this thing. No chub.
Well,
This was a full chub for me.
fuck yeah, dude. It was so good. It was so good. You know what, Peter, you know where you would absolutely love this drink? On the golf course.
Oh,
okay. That thing was so refreshing, and it's one of those deals to. I mean, you probably wouldn't last long with them, but it's one of those deals where you could bang a ton of them.
That's getting clipped.
Well played.
Yeah.
Well played.
Thanks.
Well played.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, full chub.
Next one is Macho Man. It's bourbon, charred orange bitters, Slim Jim. Oh yeah. Step it.
Oh yeah. Let me tell you something, Dougie. This cocktail's got me going from 6 to 12. Dig it. Full chub.
Say the cream rises to the top, and so does my.
Nothing means nothing.
Let me tell you something. I tried this thing, and it was standing up harder than that Slim Jim in the side of it. We're full chub on this one.
Yeah, that thing looks fantastic. This is more my speed. And the fact it's got a little bit. Now I complained about the phallic drink before. Now you're gonna clip this, and I hate to say it, but I don't mind a little meat in my drinks.
Yeah.
little man meat in your drink.
No, I didn't say that. I just said I don't mind a little meat in my drink.
So yeah, I tried this one. I gave Jason a sip. Not only was it gimmicky, but it was actually a really good old fashioned. It was phenomenal. It was really good.
Yeah, for like a sports bar-y, arcadey type of place. Surprisingly, two good drinks to start off the trip.
I like.
Not to mention only $12.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's a good deal.
Value on a cocktail, especially downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was good. Slim Jim was awesome too. Had a little booze taste to it.
Yeah, this is a good question, Jeff. How much liquid is actually in that drink? Because the cube, that's the problem, especially in like a lot of these cocktail bars. They'll give you the gigantic cube on purpose, so it looks like more of a booze.
Yeah, you get 1.5 ounces. It's probably 1.5 ounces. If we're being honest, maybe 2.
Yeah.
But
yeah, me and Jason were talking that night. Like, what they really should do is hollow out the straw so you can drink it through the straw.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
All right, next up. Okay, so now we're at Wise Guys Lounge, which is in Covington, Kentucky, and I will say the pictures aren't the best in this. It had some dim lighting and everything, but this one that we're looking at right here is the Broken Hatchet. It's a mix. It's 4 Roses bourbon, hazelnut liqueur, Pierre Fernand dry curacao with spice bitters, sweetened with vanilla demerara tea syrup, and topped with a cherry. Cherry's in the bottom.
I like all of that. I love 4 Roses. Shout out 4 Roses. I do like a little bit of hazelnut. We talked about how much of a fan I am of the Ferrero Rocher. That sounds like it's got a little bit of that action. Yeah, I think I got to go full chub.
Okay. Dougie, did you have a sip of this or not?
I did.
What was your?
I was half chub on it.
Yeah, this was a half chub as well. The ingredients sounded all good, but it felt like it was just missing something with this, that it didn't really take me over the top to get me.
Also, in my opinion, I think that it was like the ingredients like clashed too much. Like nothing really stood out to me, at least.
Okay.
So,
yeah. All right. This one was my fault. I took a drink before I took the picture. This was the Wooden Nickel. So there was a whole lot of smoke that was coming out of that before, but it's Old Granddad 101 bourbon, allspice dram, Havana and Hyde bitters, sweetened with a blue maple agave syrup with lemon with lemon infused with maple wood and blueberries. So it's got a lot going on, but there was smoke coming out of that. And it was a cool. It was cool when they took the way they were making it, like when the smoke was coming out. But I should have taken a picture of it before I drank it.
So that's where you're not gonna fool me. You're not gonna fool me with the presentation and the smoke and all of that stuff. If you're tossing Old Granddad in there, and don't get me wrong, I've reviewed Old Granddad for the bourbon bums in my budget buys bourbon, but that's exactly what it is. It's a budget buy bourbon. It's a get out of work, you got nothing else left. You take a couple sips of the Old Granddad. I don't want Old Granddad anywhere near my fancy cocktails, so I have to go half chub only because of that.
Dougie, did you try this one? I can't remember.
I did. But I need to tell a little story before I get into that. I think my favorite part of this whole thing is the moment that he sipped it and set it back down, he just goes, "Ah, my cockpick," in the middle of the fucking bar. People around us were just like, I don't know, but yeah, it was good when you just my cockpick. This was another half chub for me. Yeah.
This was a full chub for me. I really like this one. I'm a sucker for some smokiness. The Granddad bourbon, yeah, you can make an argument, but I love allspice dram, and it just with the sweet and the smoky, it went really nice. So
yeah, I'm not a big allspice guy.
Yeah, this was a full chub for me. This was Dougie's.
Mm-hmm.
This was the Dirty Smash. It's bourbon, demerara, mint, and lemon wedge. So just a typical smash.
Summertime, springtime, derby time, full chub. And drink what you want when you want, but I do feel like there's seasons for some of these drinks. This seems like more of a summer drink, and you're at a Bears, you're going to a Bears game. It's getting to be winter time. So while I do like all of the ingredients, I'm going to go 3/4 chub just because of the season.
Okay. Did you end up taking a sip of this, Jay, or was it Sarah?
Yeah, this was like from a half to going limp.
Yeah, this was a no chub for me. This thing came off sour, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, it was just, it did not hit. I am a big bourbon smash guy. It's one of my favorite things to get on a cruise, especially after dinner. A little palate cleanser. Yeah, no chub. It was sour. So.
And this was still at Wise Guys? I forgot
Yes.
to mention. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. This one was too. I couldn't find it. Dougie, was this the blueberry one?
Raspberry.
Raspberry, yes.
Yeah. So basically, I went up there and asked for a New York sour, and the guy was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You want to try something weird?" I'm like, "I'm always down to try something weird." And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "You can do a little raspberry fresh drizzle in it." I'm like, "Let's do it." So we did it, and that's the damn thing.
I
already know what Peter's gonna
I didn't get to try this. This one, presentation wise, looks pretty good, but I'm out on raspberry, no chub.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Of all the berry drinks, I can imagine sometimes raspberry's fine, but like a lot of the times it can come off too tart. Yeah, no chub.
Well, I know you're not a big egg wash guy either.
Right? Oh, I missed that part.
That's New York. That's a New York sour. Yeah.
No, retracting. Like you can't even see it. No chub.
Yeah. This was a full chub. This was the best drink that I had there. It hit on all elements. The guy shook it up very well. Raspberry was not tart at all. Had a nice subtle sweetness to it, not over the top. Complemented the wine that goes in it. I loved it. Full chub.
Yeah, I just can't do egg wash. I can't do fat wash. I've tried enough of them.
You don't like washing at all?
No, keep it dirty, man.
All right. Next up, this was mine. This was the Mexican Shakedown. Kind of a bad title to go with right now.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It's tequila, cucumber liqueur, framboy, lemon juice, rosemary syrup, and topped with some foamy froth, and a smoked rosemary sprig.
All right, now part of my ignorance, Jason, you tell me you had this. What is a femboy?
Well, A fem.
Well, that's isn't it
Yeah,
juvenile?
yeah. But
Sorry, Femboy.
Oh, Femboy.
Oh, I thought you said.
Oh,
Never mind.
Yeah.
It's the French word for raspberry, but in the context of
yeah,
beverages, but in the context of beverages, it most commonly refers to a type of Belgian lambic beer made with raspberries or raspberry flavored liqueur. Okay, so it's like fermented beer.
I was really excited up until the raspberry part again. Because that sounded awesome. Everything you mentioned sounded great. The raspberry kind of. I'm gonna go half chub.
I did not try this one. I think this was post pizza.
It was.
I'm gonna give this full chub because I'm a big rosemary guy. I really love how rosemary accents a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm going full chub on this.
It was full chub. The rosemary, and the tequila.
Yeah.
Perfect combination. I will say he could have done a little better sprig on the rosemary, but I think some of it got burnt off already. So, but that was full chub.
Hell yeah.
That was a great drink.
Okay.
All right. This is moving on to we're at Agave and Rye.
Oh.
This is the taco
So-
place you guys mentioned last time.
Yeah.
With the
Yes.
raccoon kangaroo tacos.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This is the Mandarin Cream Margarita, House Silver Tequila. So Blanco Tequila, fresh lime juice, Mandarin, cream of coconut, Grand Gala, and agave syrup.
I am full chub on that. I don't care if it's shitty tequila. That sounds delightful. And now I'm contradicting myself because, again, this sounds like a summer drink, but I would drink those year round.
Also, just to reiterate what Jason was saying last week, 3 ounces of booze in each one.
Oh, hell yeah. That's,
Yeah.
you know what? That you got to start with that.
Yeah. So
Yeah, they put it right in the
Full
menu.
chub.
They put it right in the menu that each cocktail contains 3 ounces of alcohol, and I'm like,
That is an Orange Julius. I like Orange Julius.
God
Did
damn
you-
it, Kentucky, you keep on winning.
yeah. Did you ever take a sip of this, Jay, or no?
Yeah, it was awesome. That's
Okay,
a
yeah.
full chub.
It was a
Yeah.
full chub.
It
It
looks
was
great.
phenomenal. Yeah, it
Of
was
the
really
ones
good.
we've started with, this one and the Macho Man one sound like my
Yeah.
favorites.
Yeah, this was Mary's.
Yeah. Now this was Dougie's. This was his jalapeno pineapple margarita. So basically, don't need to really talk about it. It's just a jalapeno pineapple margarita.
That's all you needed to say. And to tell you the truth, Dougie spoiled this one because he talked about this thing saving his life last week because the Victory coffees weren't doing anything. Although keep sending us your pictures, Victory coffees. We appreciate those. But yeah, no, full chub on this as well.
Yeah.
Now, Jay, you didn't try this, right?
I did not try this one.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I've had jalapeno pineapple margaritas before, but I'm always a full chub for that. That's one of my favorite offshoots of regular tequila. So yeah, all in on this.
I've had a bunch. That's like my go-to spicy margarita to go with. This one was the best one I've ever had. It was phenomenal. It was really, really good. Really well done. It was probably the 3 ounces of alcohol.
That'll do it. But worth
And
it.
being being hungover as fuck at
And
the
being
time. too.
hungover as fuck, yeah.
Yeah, full chub on that one. All right.
Yeah.
I think we are done with Cincy and we are back. We are in the office now, which
Yes.
is
Okay, so this is the aviary, right?
this is the aviary. This is the office. This was their speakeasy bar that's in the basement. So we were out Friday night. And I'll talk more about that later during end of the show. But they welcomed us with a black truffle whiskey sour. And I don't know what the ingredients are in it, but it was just a black truffle whiskey sour.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
think
we all had it, so
We
like
all
we could
had
just
it.
say what we thought. You go ahead. It was awesome. Yeah,
it was full chub.
it was.
yeah.
These things are really good. I mean, it was like perfectly frothy too.
Mhm.
Big fan.
Yeah. The one thing that I liked is, like it's a gamble because that's how they welcomed us, not really knowing us at all or whatever, but they nailed the first one right out of the gates as a welcome drink. It was awesome.
Yeah. Black truffle and a drink. Never thought I'd enjoy
Yeah.
it, but I did.
Yeah.
All right. This one was Peter's. This was the what was it? The tonkatsu?
I'm going to be honest with you guys. You guys are the Rate My Cock guys. I forgot to take a picture of the ingredients to this thing. I was just so intrigued by it. It was basically like a Japanese soda on one side, and then whatever the hell the thing was on the right side. I didn't know it was going to come like this. The lady came, it looked like she was going to church with like the things that like, you know, like you carry to smoke things out. And I'm like, I honestly thought that these were like ingredients for the table. And she's like, this is your
I
drink.
think this was anejo, watermelon, white miso, and pineapple.
Yes,
but
that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And it came with like a sidecar of a Japanese beer. Or no, a
Right.
Japanese soda.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the funny thing. When she brought it over, because we had ordered like finger food appetizer things too or whatever, I literally thought that those were like dipping sauces, like in the thing. Because I thought it was, you know, that's like the shit you get when you order chips and salsa. You know, you get your two different salsas.
I was out of my element here. But would you try this? Did I give you guys?
So I did
No.
not try this. I did not try this one, but yeah, I think I would do like half chub on this. I don't know how white miso would be on in a drink.
Yeah, I'd go half chub or whatever. I would lean more towards no chub after watching you try and get that thing out of there because those things
was
were
stuck.
in there.
They kept getting stuck. So then I took them out of that carrier and just put them on the table. And at one point I thought I was going to get yelled at. I was out of my element there. I will say the Japanese soda to the left was fantastic.
Was it?
I wish I got 2 of those instead of the whatever the alcoholic drink was, because that was a half chub. It wasn't great.
Now, I do want to say for people watching right now, The Office is not the spruced up fancy show cocktails that the Aviary does. These are the simple, like no frills, you know, cocktails. Like
there were still some frills, but not as many.
But not as much as you would see at the Aviary with all the bells and whistles on the drink and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you're not getting like the weird glasses and stuff like that.
So this was a half chub for me.
Yeah. All right. This one was Dougie's. This was the old fashioned, correct?
No, this was Peter's. This was the regular old fashioned.
This is just a standard old fashioned.
So bourbon, strawberry, and Fernet.
Yeah, about as fastball of an old fashioned as you can get.
Um,
I didn't try this one, but I'm going half chub because I am not a Fernet guy.
Fair. I'm gonna go full chub, though I do believe that the presentation could have been a lot better.
I was expecting something grandiose. And when it just came in a glass that I could get at my abuelita's house, I was like, whoa, this is weird. But it was good. So, like, you know, you can't judge a book by its cover, but I was expecting a bigger cover. But it was good. I mean, it's an old fashioned at a very good cocktail bar. They're not going to fuck it up.
SPF says he's never had old fashioned. We got to change that, dude.
Yeah. What in the hell, man?
Next time we see you at a Hawks game, we're having our guy make an old fashioned.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got. Ooh, this was interesting. This was. Oh man, no, wait, this was a new one that they didn't. Actually, we didn't get this on the
menu.
Yeah, we did not get this one. This was a new one. Basically, it was a drunken egg. It was a boozy eggnog with gin, banana, nutmeg, egg. Yeah, so messed up on that one. That was a brand new one they just added. We forgot to take a picture of that guy. So
yeah,
it was full chub. Sorry, we don't have the ingredients for you.
Yeah, full chub. Didn't drink like a gin drink at all, in my opinion. Shout out to King Nam too. He would love this thing. This thing
boozy
is eggnog. Yeah, this thing was.
You can't fuck up boozy eggnog. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it was really good.
All right, we'll just skip that. Okay, this was probably the most unique drink of the night. It was called the Caprice. Gin, basil, tomato, balsamic, egg white. It was basically a liquid Caprice like salad. Like, I never thought that I would like this, but this was a full chub. This thing was 5 out of 5.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. Yeah. Like I initially got it just because I was like, you know what? I'm like, when in Rome, I'm like, I just got to do it. And I did it. And I was like, holy shit, this thing it was lights out. It was really good.
Not a salad guy. No chub.
It's crazy how much they made it taste like the salad though. Like they literally mimicked it like to a T.
But on the other side, if salad was booze and drinkable, I'm pretty sure you would be a salad guy.
That's true. Me and Ron Swanson would be eating a lot more salads or drinking a lot more salads.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I will say I wish they threw a little basil like leaf on here or something as a
Yeah.
presentation. So but that was a
Little
great
touch.
drink.
Yeah, it was awesome.
All right, this was
Yeah, that was my old fashioned.
yeah, so we already did that one. We can skip that one. But they're full chubs.
Yeah. This was lights up.
All right, this is one
Oh
I
yeah,
had.
I forgot you
forgot
got
about-
you got one with a fucking cookie. I
Yeah,
forgot about
fan-
this.
I
fancy
did.
one.
I had the milk punch, which is a like fermented. They take the color out of the milk, so it's like it's a clear, fat-free milk, literally fat-free. Not like we just buy in the grocery store, but yeah, they ferment it out. So it's honeysuckle chai. They give you a nice little shortbread cookie.
Honest to God, I got full chub just watching you try and drink this thing because Jason was like, it was awesome.
It came in like that it literally Chip from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. This was full chub. This drink was phenomenal. If you ever see a milk punch on a menu at a cocktail bar, get it. It's worth it. Trust me.
Yeah.
All right, we got a few more here.
I'll take your word for it. I didn't try that one. It freaked me out.
Oops. What do they do here? Okay. Next up, this was a Manhattan. This was Japanese whiskey, sesame sherry, and plum sake.
I'm going full chub on this thing.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah,
Sounds awesome.
this was full chub. You have to like sesame though, because if you taste the taste of sesame,
I do like sesame.
then you're gonna hate this drink. But if you like it, you'll love this. This is a full chub.
I like sesame. I just feel like sesame can be easily overdone as well, especially like in a drink or in a recipe. Like if you're using sesame oil, like it could become a bomb. So, but I'm assuming this was super well balanced. So
Yeah. All right. Oh, this was me now. This was when we were at Carnival. We were waiting for our table. So this was Sarah's drink. This was the Pisco Highball. It was Pisco, peach, grapefruit juice, club soda with an orange peel.
Again, now I was gonna make fun of you, Jay, but now you're saying it's Sarah's drink. I was gonna say like, what's with you guys and the phallic stuff in your drinks? But it's just an orange peel. It's not as bad. No, it sounds like too sweet and too no chub.
No chub.
that's what I was gonna say as well. I was gonna go half chub on it, just not tasting the sweetness on it. So like if it's not overly sweet and it was kind of more boozy, then it would go full. But if it's more sweet and can't really taste the booze, then right down.
Yeah, it was half. It was very light and sweet.
Okay.
I wanted a little more base to it. It's like it's basically a beach cocktail.
Okay.
So not like just a wintertime sipping one.
Fair.
And then the last one we got for you is the one I did.
No chub.
Yeah, it was sweet, no chub.
Yeah.
Last one I got is mine. It's the Copa Caipirinha. It's Kashaka, banana liqueur, lime, and piloncillo. I don't know what piloncillo is. But
Piloncillo is a Mexican, like they use it for like baking. I believe they use it for like a baking spice. I could be wrong. I'm gonna look it up actually.
yeah,
Piloncillo. I'm gonna go full chub. I feel like a lot of banana in drinks just for whatever reason you get yourself a couple ingredients, especially lime, shit's gonna pop. So I'm going full chub on that.
Peter.
Yeah, so Piloncillo is a unrefined whole cane sugar product from Latin America, known for its rich caramel-like flavor, used in both sweet and savory dishes. So that sounds good, but otherwise, it sounds like it's. You said a lot of things that I didn't know what they were.
Kashaka
I don't know what
Brazilian
Kashaka is.
Brazilian cane rum.
Okay, so it's a rum drink with Piloncillo. Might be like brown sugar. Half chub.
Half chub. If we didn't do wine that night, I would have slammed this the entire night. This thing was full chub.
Hell
This thing
yeah.
was lights out. Great drink at Carnival. So yeah, I believe that's all the cocks we got to rate.
Whew.
I feel like, I mean, we that was like 20 slides full of cocktails. I feel remiss not to play the Green Valley ad once again. It's just a lot of booze.
Man, this is what Bunny Blue must feel like.
Oh,
Hey, yo, who's that?
all
I
right,
don't
we
know.
gotta bump some people.
All right.
I think he's a bum. I think he's an absolute bum.
You call me a bum? My man, I take that with pride, with honor, that I'm a bum. I'm the king of the bums, baby.
Cause you're training like a damn bum, you know that? Bum. A bum.
Oh, there we go. All right, let's get to our listener bums and MVBs. First up is King Ass Bum of the Week. Politics, yes.
Concur.
MVB, Bears.
Nope. Come on, you got it.
Bears.
Bears.
Bears. Sean Janko, MVB. My wife and my mom for sending my dad and I to our first Bears game yesterday. Yes, and also a happy birthday as well.
Happy birthday.
Bum, the drunk Giants fan who started shit with my section saying the guy behind me spilled his beer as he was spilling it himself. Can't take him anywhere. Can't take those Giants fans anywhere.
Typical New York.
Yeah, I wanted to, one, happy birthday, Sean, and two, like he asked a couple times if we were doing a tailgate or if anyone was going to the game. It stinks that he was in town and we missed him, or at least I missed him. But I'm happy that they got a win at your first time at Soldier Field.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Next up, we got Joy P, MVB, Mexico, unmatched culture. Yeah.
Can we talk about this shirt for a while? And
I mean, that's
no, we don't have to. It doesn't have to be for a while. If people listening on the podcast, it's a full Mexican Aztec warrior version of Mario. And my only question to Joey is, did you buy 5 of these? Because we don't want one. You know our sizes. He better be coming to the watch party with enough of these shirts because that thing is fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Bum of the week, airport delays. We got to take better care of the people who work to let us fly safe. Agree. 100%.
Yeah.
Next up, we got our friend Mike. Bum of the week, Mother Nature for that snow. Poor Wendy had supposed to fly home from New York City last night, and she got stuck until Tuesday. Yeah, snow sucks. MVB, Tyson Bagent for coming to Hoffman Estates Monday for Monday Night Football. I need a little more detail on that.
Yeah, is he doing like a watch party or an event somewhere?
Maybe he's just coming there to watch and give like
maybe
Packers,
he's just watching at Mike's house. We don't know.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. JT, bum of the week, Disney and overall corporate greed for extorting sports fans. They suck, man.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see it? They also I saw a tweet too that they also for Disney Plus the annual price for their premium, they raised it like $70 for next year.
Crazy. It was Dante the Don of all people I saw it from. He was pissed off.
Yeah.
I mean, $70 I think it was like $60 or $70 for like the whole year to go up. Like that's insane, man. So you're asking more money for YouTube. Now you're trying to get people to go to your shitty ESPN package, ESPN Plus. Now you're charging, double the price almost for your streaming service. Like, Disney sucks, man.
Yeah.
People need to stop supporting them.
Yeah, I agree with all of that. The problem is that they got me by the short and curlies. And while I would like to say fuck them and don't support them, as soon as they drop Marvel or the Avengers Doomsday or Mandalorian or anything,
I know. I can't quit you.
I
can't quit you.
Stuck with them. I'm stuck with them.
We're in a toxic relationship for life.
It is.
All right. Mailman Jack, bum with MVBs, the Williams Loveland combo rapidly becoming must-see TV. We agree.
More
bum of the week, No flag thrown on Caleb taking a knee to the side, knee to the head on a slide. Total BS. Yeah, that seems to happen a lot. I will say, Peter, we did have a late submission from Colonel Bourbon.
Oh, okay.
He tweeted right as the show went live. He said, "MVP Duncan Keith for all those cups as he goes into the Hockey Hall of Fame today."
Yeah, amazing.
Shout out number 2.
Yeah. All right, Dougie, kick us off. What do you got?
All right. I have 2 quick MVBs. I want to give an MVP out to Bear Mysterio for his tailgate yesterday. Vibes were high. It ain't the tailgate game ain't easy. We know that. Tailgate game with adverse weather, even not easier, as we know that as well. But his vibes were high. He kept everybody going. Anytime he saw the energy kind of start dying, he got out there and he was doing a little Mexican line dancing to like a Mexican version of Achy Breaky Heart.
That thing's been popular for like a decade. That song is at every quinceañera.
Yeah, he was out there killing it. I got a little video of that. So MVP to him. Thanks for showing a great time. And then another MVP, and I'm sure that you guys will echo this, goes out to all the veterans. Tomorrow's Veterans Day. We wouldn't be able to do shit like this if we didn't live in the land of the free. So thank you guys very much for all that you guys do, all the sacrifices that you've made with your family, and hopefully not the ultimate sacrifices. So thank you, veterans. Lastly, my bum of the week. My bum of the week goes out to Luis Ortiz, Cleveland Guardians pitcher who was indicted for rigging pitches. It'd be better, dude. And I don't mean like don't gamble, like just be a better player where the MLB can't fucking go after you and they have to like get your interpreter involved and everything like that. Be like Ohtani. You got to be a good baseball player, then you can bet. Once you're a good baseball player and you become so valuable selling jerseys that, the league can't be without you, then that's when you start laying money.
Or you have an entire country behind you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Too. That be better. Be a better player. So,
Dougie.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier. I'm so fucking tired, and I knew I was going to have like a handful of beers, and I knew that I wouldn't be able to pronounce his name at the end of the show, so I didn't want to look like an idiot. So I decided that
he didn't want to throw Emmanuel Classe under the bus because he was worried about how to pronounce it.
Yep, I was just like, I'm gonna mess up Class A. And I was just like, you know what? Forget it. I'm just not going to involve
joy with the late entry here. Bum John Cena for defeating tonight.
I was going to watch this after the show. No, you know what, Joey P? Doing the show, and I do need info on like all the sports scores and like especially the Eagles versus Packers game. I need info on that. We're going to watch that. That's exactly. I was going to warm up some pizza and watch the wrestling after this show. I don't even want to watch anymore. Bum of the week, Joey P.
Madison was staying up late to watch it with me.
Because it's real.
Yes.
Damn.
Cha. All right, Dougie, thank you for those. Peter, you're up.
Yeah. You know what? We do a good job doing the pre-show meetings and like getting everything organized. I too had Veterans Day as my MVP. I was going to shout out Sam Reeves and the intern Aaron and everyone that is a veteran of this country because we appreciate you guys. Not just tomorrow, but throughout the year. Second MVP, Jason, Sarah. You got me a nice bottle of New Riff. I popped that thing open on Saturday, and you know how I know it was good, Jay? Even Julie drank some, and she liked it. Now, I will say, Julie went out with some friends. She had a couple, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 martinis. So maybe she was too far gone.
Yeah.
But she got home. She's like, "What are you drinking?" I was like, "Oh, Sarah and Jason got me a New Riff store pick from Wise Guys. I had a good amount of it." And then she's like, "Let me try some." She liked it. I'm like, "Whoa, she doesn't drink whiskey ever." So thank you guys. That is much appreciated. It was a really good bottle. I still got it upstairs. I'm probably gonna tap into it again.
I mean, we pit stopped in Indianapolis just for you. and for me too.
Yeah. Just for me. Okay.
But I was trying to find you a nice bottle at New Riff Distillery, and all their single barrel picks were booty at the distillery. So I was like, yeah. And then when I tried that at Wise Guys, I was like, that's a good one. Let's do it.
All right. My last MVP, and it's because Wednesday is the first where'd it go? Here we go. It's Robbie. I had about a 35-minute conversation with Robbie Barstool, My Mom's Basement, Pop Punk, everything else. It was really cool. We talked Oasis. We talked a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of comic books, a lot about music. So that'll be airing Wednesday. A couple people asked me how this is going to go. So I'll use this time for a little housekeeping. Obviously, the interview was pre-taped. I'm still going live. I still got a couple subjects and topics I want to talk about. I'm going to break down the Grammy nominations that were this week. I want to talk about the rock alternative categories and the pop categories. So there's some topics I want to talk about. So we will be live. You could still super chat, and I'll put up everyone's comments right in the middle of the Baloney Show. I will air that interview, and then we'll come back. But it's going to be a combination of pre-tape segments, live segments. It's going to be ever changing, ever evolving. First one starts on Wednesday, and then every Wednesday for the foreseeable future. So thank you to Robbie, and thank you for everyone that is excited about this. So check us out 8 p.m. on Wednesday.
I can't wait.
And then Bum of the Week 2. If you want to talk more about it, you could DM me or something. Senator Dick Durbin can fuck right off. All 80 years of him, his old ass. Fuck off. Dick Durbin, fuck off. But I've been driving. I've been driving to taking my kids to school now that I'm, not as busy at work and stuff like that. And Jason, we had this conversation. Civil engineers. I know there's a lot that goes on, but as new construction comes up, and this is happening now in Orland, in Bolingbrook, all over, there's, now Jack in the Box getting very popular and all over the place. And, the Raising Cane's are popping up every goddamn block, and Chick-fil-A is taking over and everything else like that. Parking lots for some reason, and it's not because I'm getting old. And I understand you got to funnel traffic away from the main arteries and streets and stuff like that. Parking lots in suburbia are getting impossible to get out of. It makes no sense whatsoever, and it's fucking crazy. There's 3-4 parking lots in Orland Park, and especially the one, Jason, at your local Binny's, where the Bass Pro Shop is and the Binny's is. Yeah. Those motherfuckers are getting impossible to get in and out of. It makes no sense. There's one in Orland where they have a huge opening. You can't turn left to go in on it. They're building those little curbs where you can only turn right and left out of them. It's getting crazy. And I understand it's for safety and for funneling traffic away from the main arteries. But these fucking parking lots stink, and I'm getting tired of it. I got to figure something out. Yumper saying I am getting old. Yeah, but parking lots stink. Figure it out, civil engineers.
Yeah.
That Benny's parking lot pisses me off.
Dude,
yeah,
everything, all the parking lots in Bolingbrook are terrible, man. I don't like them. All right, let's go with I got a lot to close out the show with here. So
okay.
We'll start with the bums here. First off, I'm bumming the French.
I mean, evergreen tweet.
No.
This came out. Password for the Louvre's video surveillance system was Louvre. At time of robbery, employee says, great security, friend. So you don't want your priceless, crown jewels and everything to get stolen. Maybe use exclamation point and a number in it like everyone else does. Louvre 1 exclamation point. That would have been probably a lot better just having it be Louvre.
The password was password.
Oh God, idiots on that one. Awesome. All right. My second bum of the week is Gym Guy. There's a new gym opening up in Bolingbrook, right next to Green Valley.
How's the parking lot?
Under construction. So me and the wife, we stop in. We're trying to see, what the what the deal is, rates and everything. And he profiled me he profiled me, and I don't like it. And tried to immediately upsell me as all these, gym salesman people do. And I said, I just need a basic membership. I just need some treadmills, a bike, machines, all that. I don't need any of the fancy stuff. He immediately goes, well, after you work out, you're gonna be sore and everything, so you might want to get the relaxation package. And I'm just like, fucking, I'm gonna be sore. Who isn't sore after you work out? Like, it's like, dude, like, why do you think that? It's like, well, you just, it seems like you haven't worked out in a while. I was like, what the fuck, man? So he profiled me, and I don't like it. So I told him, I was like, no, it's not like I haven't worked out in a year. I've been going, over the summer. I know that, yes, I might have a little soreness, but you don't need to upsell me and call me lazy fuck. I already call myself a lazy fuck.
Maybe he's a BumCast fan and he heard that you fell off a chair.
Yeah.
Hopefully, like and subscribe.
Also, I just want to call bullshit. Like, you mean to tell me that you're going to go to like one of your favorite liquor stores, like have it be very next door to where you're going to work out? Dude, every time you see like a Buffalo Trace truck, you're going to be out the door. See ya.
No, he was trying to.
Yeah,
I told him exactly what I wanted, and he had to throw in the, well, you look like you're going to be sore.
Yeah.
We didn't sign up.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. We all look like we're gonna be sore if we work out, and this is the entirety of the group. You're bearing the lead. Any basketball hoops in that gym?
No.
Oh, what the fuck? We can't sign up.
I know.
No, we need you to shoot. We need you to be shooting threes. That's what's important.
Yes, I agree. All right. Few MVBs here. Number one, I'm MVBing me for not watching the Bulls because they win when I don't watch. So you guys can thank me when they win. They put up a lot of points because I'm probably not watching. Second MVB, obviously, all the veterans. We're gonna all say, thank you for your service and appreciate you all.
Even
also, yeah. Also, don't let it be the day that you save 60% on a mattress from Mattress Firm. It's about the veterans, it's not about saving money on a mattress. Third MVB is our friend Greg from Maker's Mark for taking us out for cocktails on Friday night. Much appreciated. It was great to get together with him, but that was a great experience just being at the office inside the aviary. So thank you, Greg, for the night. Appreciate it much. And finally, closing this out with MVP to my wife, Sarah. 3 years she's been putting up with me, married, and much longer than that. So MVP to her. Happy anniversary, baby. Love you.
Yeah.
Here's the 4.
That is, you know what? I take back all my thank yous to the military because she really does have the biggest sacrifice. So thank you to Sarah.
Yep. All right. And that's our show. Thanks to everyone who joined us, who commented, who liked, and all that stuff. We had a great show. Make sure you check out Baloney's show on Wednesday and RSVP for our watch party and get that $35 food and beverage package. We'll be at the Ramova in 2.5 weeks. Can't wait to see you guys everywhere. See you there, and make sure you sign up for and donate to the food drive. Appreciate everyone who's already have. Let's keep it going. Let's get the 30. Let's get the 30 grand by Thanksgiving. So everyone have a great week. We'll be back live on Monday. See you soon.
Bear down, baby.
Bear down.